welcome back to my channel. This is Tabitha. If you are new here, thank you so much for watching. I have tons of tutorials and videos on sewing, so please subscribe and stick around. In this video, I will teach you how you can make this dress. So let's get into it.
Hello everyone, do not mind my hair, okay? Mind your business. Hot mess today, but it's alright. In this video, I'm going to take you guys on a little journey with me. We are going to travel to Joann's and find some fabric to create a dress with. I am going to use a few different patterns that I have, and I'm going to combine them to create a dress that is similar to one that I saw online. And I'm like, girl, why would you go and buy that when you can make it? Okay, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we have arrived at Joann's. We are going to go up here and see what we can find. Alright guys, so I think this may be the one.
So here you see me cutting out the fabric that I chose from Joann's. You will need a pattern. The pattern that I'm using, I actually drafted from a dress that I got on Fashion Nova. I loved the fit of the dress, so I used the dress. I traced it out onto this like cardstock material. It was only 13 by 19 inches, so I had to tape it together. That's where you see the tape, but I basically used that as like a block pattern for creating a lot of my dresses because I just really liked the fit of that dress on myself. So you can do the same if you have a dress that you like and you like the way that it hugs you in certain areas. You can use that dress as a template and trace it onto paper. You can use cardstock, you can use poster board, and basically you can then create other dresses using that same pattern that you liked. So again, for myself, for my body type, I really like this shape, so I traced it, and now I have a pattern that I can kind of alter to use to make any type of dress that I would like to create. So here I am tracing it and cutting the front and the back. I want this dress to be a little bit long, so even though my pattern is, it's stopped midway, it's more like a mini skirt pattern. I'm just going to extend the lines down and cut out to the desired length that I want. Next, I pinned the areas, and this is what you will need to do as well. You can use pins or clips wherever you would like or need to sew, you are going to clip or pin those areas just so that when you're sewing, your fabric doesn't move around. I use both pins and clips depending on the project. This fabric is a little thick, so I chose to use the clips. I tend to like to work with clips more than pins, but it's all a matter of your own personal preference. Make sure you line up the fabric when you are clipping or pinning. This way you don't have to go back and sew it a second time if you missed any areas. That has happened to me before in the past. I have not aligned the fabric perfectly, and then I went to turn the fabric to the right side and I noticed that I have an opening that it wasn't stitched closed all the way, and then I had to go back and stitch a second time. So just lining up the fabric helps to eliminate the extra work. So for this dress, I am making it 2 layers. So what you're seeing here is 1 layer. This is going to be the front. I want to make sure that it is not see-through, and that also there's some good stability with the fabric, that it's not flimsy, that it is very thick and stable and stays in place, because I am going to have a large opening in my belly area. So because I have that large cutout, I want to make sure that it's a nice, thick, expensive looking fabric and not thin and flimsy and cheap that'll move around. So that's why I'm adding multiple layers to this dress. Which in the end, if you do that, it could be a little bit more costly. I could have made 2 dresses out of the fabric that I'm using, but again, I want it to be very thick and stable and stay in place, and just have a nice look. So now I'm going to take this over to my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew all those areas that I clipped. Once I cut out, clipped, and sewed the front and back of the dress, I am making this dress a 1 sleeve. I'm cutting out the sleeve here. I am using a long sleeve pattern for another dress, not the same pattern that I was using for the front and the back. This is for a completely different dress, the sleeve pattern that I'm using. The reason that the end result is short sleeve, even though I'm using a long sleeve pattern for the 1 sleeve, once I cut it out and I did some sewing to it, I just changed my mind, really. I decided, I'm like, you know what, instead of making this a long sleeve, let's see how it's going to look with the same type of style dress with a short sleeve. And I do like how that turned out. Do you guys like my fabric weights? The reason that I use those cans is that they really do the job. I've tried different types of things to hold down my patterns, and this just worked out to be the best using the cans, because pattern weights sometimes would shift around and nothing moves unless I move it when I use these. So that's just a little tip, a very inexpensive tip. Everyone has cans around their house. And this is the final result. I took all of the materials over to my serger and I sewed everything together. I added that sleeve. I added a hem to the bottom and to the sleeve, and this is my beautiful dress that I can't wait to wear. If you enjoy watching sewing tutorials like this one, subscribe to my channel. I upload videos like this every week. Also, please, if you found any value in this video, if you learned anything, if you liked any of the tips that I gave, if you liked how my dress came out, please give me a like. It really helps out my channel. See you in the next video. Happy sewing.